Bonjour, everyone. It is Sue, the French Texpat. Just a little bit of an update today. We just got back from the veterinarian in Castres, the specialist, the surgeon, and unfortunately, Pippi is going to need surgery. I did learn, and I will post a lovely drawing that I did here, that the dog knee has much more of a slope to the angle than humans do. So, whereas if a human has an injured ACL, anterior cruciate ligament, a lot of times they can just staple it or suture it back into place and it will be good again as new after rehab and recuperation and all that good stuff. However, because the dog's knee is so much more sloped, they really don't have that much success. The process is that they shave off a certain part of the tibia bone and then they anchor the bone in place to the femur with a metal plate and screws. That's going to be painful and it's going to be a fairly long rehab. She will not be able to really go on any kind of walk for anything more than 5 minutes for a minimum of 3 weeks and probably 6 weeks. At 3 weeks post surgery, she will have an appointment and they will be able to see how well it is starting to take. It won't be healed by any stretch of the imagination at that time, but they'll be able to see how well the surgery is healing. And then she will have another x ray at 6 weeks. And at that point in time, they should be able to see some progress. At any rate, this is something, of course, that came out of the blue. Pippi just walked strangely, awkwardly off the front step and twisted her knee, doing that. So it looks like it's going to cost somewhere around, all told, with all the different consults and x-rays and post-op appointments and the pump-up cryotherapy cuff for her knee, somewhere around, I want to say, 2,800 euros, which is, of course, not even remotely in my budget. I do think, from looking at the paperwork that they sent home with me, that they have a quote unquote pay in 3 installments plan with no penalty, no upcharge to doing that. So I'll probably do that, and that makes it easier to digest without me having to either use my credit card, which I don't really want to do. I will if I have to, or pull out a little bit more money, which I also don't want to do. I do not want to touch my short-term savings, which is my emergency fund basically for my regular living expenses. So I am scheduling the surgery for next Thursday, the 28th of August. There is a chance that they might have an opening on Monday, the 25th. So I am holding that open as well. Either day works great. I will go and take her there, drop her off early in the morning, and then come back and pick her up late in the afternoon. So that'll be a 4 hours of travel, 1 hour each way, twice. That's pretty much it, I think, for today. Here is what's going on in my world today. Bonjour. Take care of yourself. I'll see you again soon. And au revoir. Oh, and thoughts and prayers for Pippi would be absolutely most welcome. I'm sure she would love it. Thanks again. Bye bye.